Alright, hello everyone, I'm Volt and welcome back to Dangit Grampa. So I'm very much aware that I probably shouldn't have left the last episode on a bit of a cliffhanger, and you know what? My bad. But now we're about to exit the area because, well, there's nobody else in here. So yeah, just gonna exit the area. And okay, so Awie's over there, or Hina. Anyone else around here? Is it just you, Awie? It kind of looks like it's just you. Okay, I mean, I'll have a look up what you say.
So,
I knocked on all of the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh. Then what about the second floor of the school? That's the one place that's new to all of us, so it seems like the natural place for... Oh dear. Now apparently, the cliffhanger that I ended it off on, was like the worst possible place to end on. So, I wonder what this means. I don't really want to talk to you, sorry pal, but yeah, don't really want to talk to you. So anyone else around here that I can like talk to before I go to the second floor? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go. Anyone here? Wow, nobody seems to be here. Okay. Kyle, are you in here? No, but... Imagine if she was... the... No. I mean, I suppose I can check the library? Because this is where BYAKUYA would be. And he's just fine and dandy. There's nothing of interest. There's nothing here of interest, don't you agree? You should go somewhere else. Like in here? There's nothing worthwhile over here. I've already checked, so there can be no mistake. Whatever you say. I suppose I can check in here. Actually, I haven't been in here in like ages. I don't think there's anyone going to be in here, but yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, but what about the pool? Anyone in here? Nobody in here. Boys. Huh? The door's open. But aren't they supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Okay. Thank you, I guess, Monokuma. Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. BYAKUYA!
I see.
Judging from what he just said, there can be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? Nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering as if talking only to himself. I mean, he only cares about himself, so. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without sound. In a moment, time seemed to freeze. I knew it. It was either going to be Kyoko or Chihiro. It's funny how you grow closer to Sayaka, and then I guess logically and maybe emotionally as well, you would grow closer to. Because obviously, after Saga, my selection was either Aoi, Chihiro, or Kaoko. But it was more leaning towards Chihiro. So the fact that even me choosing Kaoko does not lead to her death. So this is just predestined. It's not based on who you choose. It's already predestined, which is kind of why I wanted to go for Kayako just as an experiment. Because again, I would have gone for Chihiro, but I had a feeling, especially like how she was like she wanted to get stronger. I don't know, I just had a feeling that she just would be next, and I was like so completely right. But now it's time to find out who the murder is. I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at, but as soon as I did, a wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. So is this like the mid part of chapter 2? I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand,
Very strange.
most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Kind of what I'm doing. Look, Chihiro's course has been suspended somehow. You mean... You know what? The corpse does seem interesting. Bloodlust. To be fair, the only person that would have bloodlust would be like technically Byakuya, because he's all about like, oh, I'm going to win this. So in a way, but then again, people had motivation from the embarrassing moments. So maybe the one that had possibly the most embarrassing moment might have been... Well, I was going to say Toko, but then we saw the reaction from Celeste. So could it be possible that it was Celeste? But then again, well, I was also thinking that maybe Chihiro could have... But I don't think so. Obviously, there's going to be like a murder. It's not going to be a suicide. So actually, because Celeste thinks that she's on the same wavelength as Byakuya, I feel like she's the culprit here. It would be awesome if I got that correct, but obviously, if I don't get it correct, fair enough. I'll be surprised. And something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? Coming from you, that sounds surprising. They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's like it was like pre-planned.
Interesting.
Or did it? It's almost as if whoever did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I still really too confused to understand what you were trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head.
What the heck?
Hey, I heard a screaming. Yeah. Okay.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Looking forward to that. What the hell was that?
What?
Ah, yes, that's right. You were unconscious during sagas, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. So, okay, so Monokuma is basically using the cameras to spy. Actually, mate, I think that was made obvious at this point. Or maybe that was just a question. I don't even remember, but yeah, I think that's made it obvious right now that Monokuma was spying on us from somewhere. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chiro really is...
Naturally.
Yeah. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life-death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear and anger. We all stood there, gathered around Chiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep it safe. So there's another victim? Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man.
What the?
What the fuck is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's not just a dream. In fact, I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of even being alive. Yep, I think at this point we're going just a little bit insane. Especially for me. Shut up. Just a bold shut up, okay. So yeah, Chihiro is gone. Now, to be fair, if you know what, if I spent way more time with her, this would have impacted me even more. But part of me kinda regrets going for Kyoko. But at the same time, it still sucks that she got chosen. Especially because she wanted to get stronger. I mean, even though her desire to get stronger is valid, but the causes of her wanting to get stronger is just a bit... Oh, Koko's here. Okay. For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? I just realised even the poster has... Okay. Poster.
Hey.
Wait, look at the wall. Are these letters? On the wall? Yes, on the wall, Makoto. What about this one? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dire message. Yeah, at least not this time. It's just too strange. But you know, that's that thing about writing bloodlust in blood. Doesn't it sound kind of familiar? Does it now, Taka? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using the bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly and then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the entity give to this mysterious,
What?
Right. I'll be honest, I completely forgot about this. Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend, whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
And this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack.
What?
The real? What, you saying it's here in the school?
No way!
Yeah, I don't think this is the case. This is just someone that's developed a style similar to Genocide Jack, it seems like. But going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at its stupidity.
Well,
I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? It's Toko! He was pointing toward the entrance to the girls' locker room. Oh, that was me talking. Whoops. Okay. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. Why? Why? She fainted. That did not sound good. Toko? He rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started to try to shake her awake. Are you okay? Come on, wake up!
oh,
Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints every time. To be fair, I forgot about that.
Oh.
So, I legitimately thought that said homophobic. The fact that the two words are extremely similar. So, she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides the room. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit it sleeping. Like on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count? Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her. Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at total loss for words. She leapt straight into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Ignoring the physical contortions she had to go through, her motions was totally haphazard. What? Sorry about that. I was just shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah. Is that dead body? Hey, are you dead?
what the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and back and top inning and... Okay.
Well...
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stuff is all gone. That's a good thing, right? I suppose.
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me? If you need help, I don't mind. Tiger, could you help me? She's totally ignored me. Very well. Take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem with leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a second. Rush into an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that your hero was murdered by someone amongst us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Of course.
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works. Then it's happened again? Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate? What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that. Is there just nothing down there at all? I'll let you pray to. Okay, Monokuma. Actually, I don't have any.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum.
It's the Monokuma file!
I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya later!
So please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation, pals.
No way!
Do you really gotta do another investigation? Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all of our other friends.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I had it too, man. I've had enough. Okay, now for man.
Hey!
Where'd you plan on going? As long as you run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Wow, he's so brainy. He's literally all brain. That's all he is. Brain. Nothing else. You are very enthusiastic about all of this, aren't you? Are you not?
Naturally.
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we will die. That's true, but to jump into this so soon.
What?
Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. And, I mean, so are you, BYAKUYA. I mean, sorry to be, like, nasty here, but, I mean, you started it, so, you're also a waste of space.
Damn you!
A dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Jiro wasn't an object. Show a little respect, or beat you something into you.
Calm down.
Everyone just stop bickering already. Listen, there's some truth in what BYAKUYA said. Go!
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if BYAKUYA is right, that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Jiro,
that's right.
then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey! Hey!
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. If in any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2. Slight. Your turn to die. Parallels here. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
Oh, you fucking. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right? Well,
so then.
in that case, why not limit it to just one person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at class trial. I can't say that I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger.
Interesting.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up!
So,
For now, Taka and I are gonna just drop off Toko off at her room. Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to be done.
We have no time to just stand around here. We must begin our investigation. Tout sweet. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Jiro,
Is that okay?
then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this bit if I want to survive. Me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 AM. Well, at least it wasn't 3 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She's killed instantly. So, it wasn't like a gun, it was like, it's like, I don't know, like a baseball bat. Because I think, like, if you, like, hit someone really, really hard to the back of the head, I think that will severely cause damage to your brain, and therefore, either, then again, does a full-blown hit to the back of the head kill somebody? I mean, yes, it can cause severe damage to your head, but I don't think it goes as far as to, like, kill somebody. So I'm really, really wondering what object. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it anyway. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Okay. Hey, Makoto. Do you have a second? I mean, yes, but not with you. Fine. Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know? I don't know, sometimes your attitude seems to change sometimes. So what did you need? I'm going to let you cop. I'd rather not. Like, I'd rather not. And especially after you literally said that, 1, I'm a waste of space, and 2, that you don't want any of us around you. You suddenly changed your mind? I mean, okay, yes, we've got an investigation and we have a dead body, so we've got to do our jobs, but fine, I guess. I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Saku's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? No. We need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with BYAKUYA on this one. Yeah, it looks that way. First of all, I want to talk to Kawako. She took her time examining Chira's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the... I mean, she's quite a good investigator. I'm not surprised by this. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Okay, well, I could feel life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chira's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure if he did it. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Okay, what's this then? Place has got some blood in it. Must have happened during the murder. Well, we're very, 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 very good at investigating here, aren't we? Oh, here's even more blood. Okay. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been started with blood during the murder. There's a dumbbell on the floor. There's a blood stain. There's a... Monokuma file said a blow to the... So this... Okay. Is what killed her, yeah. Does that mean that this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room... Hell yes, okay. So we've got that. That's something at least. I mean, we're looking at this... I don't think anything will happen else. What's the meaning behind the bloodlust? Well, I don't know. And it's gonna be the same dialogue for the poster anyway, so. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else and carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still.
Well,
I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? Well, to her, getting stronger does mean getting physically stronger, not getting emotionally or mentally stronger, but yeah, getting physically stronger. But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
perhaps.
Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead she came to exercise in the middle of the night?
However,
Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she did specifically mention that she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying that she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret? But that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. Okay, that's interesting because I mean obviously the girls are the only one that have access to. Though to be fair, because Chihiro said about wanting to get stronger, Hina did want to come and help. I can't. No, I don't want to believe that Hina did this. I don't. No. Mondo, what do you have to say about this? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Oh, yeah, I do remember that she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl. After all, most girls aren't all. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Now I believe it's time for us to move on. Ready? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but...
Let's go.
If you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so goddamn fucking pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person. Yep. Pretty much. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? How? Figure it out yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Aren't we supposed to be collaborating? And now you're basically giving me all the work to do, and then you're just like, I don't know, witnessing it for the fun of it, I guess. Okay, well, we've got the minigun here. Maybe this gun was used to... No, impossible. If that were true, Chihiro would be riddled with... Yeah. Okay. Bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf which have nothing to do with the conversation. Okay. Camera. Silence camera. Even as Chihiro was being murdered, I bet the mastermind was just sitting there watching. They know what's happened, and they're still forcing us to go through this shit. I wish that there could have been, like, you know, security footage to help us, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Okay, what about this monitor? It's not going to say anything, though. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Now's the time. Okay, what about this? Rotation donut. Don't think it's Okay, what about the boys' room? That's not even the scene of the crime. I'm still investigating. So shut up. Okay, Byakuya, what do you have then? You can at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. My fucking god. I mean, I guess I can try this. Oh my god, I didn't even think about these buttons. Okay. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with He said that then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for me?
Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Well, it's just about this card reader.
Yep.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through the door while it's unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
If there are some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct! So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room, and only boys, yeah. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey, Makoto, I can see right through you. Bro, I'm not transparent. Okay, maybe a little bit. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So, in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? I mean, spot on.
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. And you're annoying. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Isn't loaning the exact same as borrowing? Or have I got that completely wrong? I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To have a little more excitement to things. It shouldn't be like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things. I hate you so much, Monokuma.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole? But in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan. That's what I'm saying, right? Borrowing is literally it's okay. It's not the exact same thing, probably, but it's near enough the same thing.
Why you?
So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own goddamn self.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader, okay. Oh my god, I haven't been in here in ages. We came to the main hall. So what exactly are we looking for here? As I mean, I have to figure out myself. I mean, here's the thing. I do like figuring these things out myself. I do kind of like investigating. But not with this fucking delinquent. So what do I investigate first, huh? This door? The hunk of metal blocking the entrance seems like some kind of machine. Surveillance camera, and there's what I can only assume is a gun attached to it. So chilling. So we've got 2 guns. This is gonna give me nothing. Okay. I don't see any clues. What about this? A small mailbox here. Could there be something inside? Okay. No, wait. There's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. It's like you know exactly what's going on before anyone else. It's almost like you're the murderer, even though that's not going to be the case. But it's almost like you're the murderer. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Sure. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered. Wait. How can it be the other day if Chihiro's murder was done, like, I don't know, possibly maybe last night? The other day sounds like it was like, I don't know, yesterday or the day before. So how does that make sense if you found it the other day? Get it delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon and Saga? You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... You're right! This is Saga's handbook! Now you understand. This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. So, okay... Someone alive can't have someone else's... Well, so someone can't have someone else's handbook if they're alive, but they can use the handbook if the person's dead. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Because, yeah. I see. Yeah, now I understand. Okay.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? Yeah, the handbook showed Junko's name when I started out. Wait. Is it because Leon committed the crime and that's why his one doesn't start up for some reason? And the other one, that one will turn up? Yeah.
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with yes. Pummeled with baseballs. Do we really need a recap of this? We know this. You're right, it wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey!
Now
Hey! What? The handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did.
That's impossible!
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to... Sure, Monokuma, sure. I don't care how many baseballs you hit with it, it wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does even have one single weak point. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what his weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question What just happened? Monica said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who really killed Chiro. To be exact, not quite. Not quite? What do you mean? Huh? Actually, no, let's just reread the transcript. Okay, so we need to find out who killed Chiro. To be exact, not quite. Yeah, I really like BYAKUYA right now. And you know what? I'm gonna go on a little bit of a break, so I'm going to see you guys all in a second. Alright everybody, we are back with this guy. So, I don't remember I actually don't remember what happened. It's been some time. Do I just talk to you? What do you mean by that, BYAKUYA? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I wouldn't. I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Okay, then you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right?
What?
There's nobody else it could possibly be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again and again and again and again and again, using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's... Wait, was that BYAKUYA talking the entire time, or was that me? They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's just gotta be an urban legend, right? Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you it. Then, go show me it? Wait, do I have to talk to you again? Why are we...
Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh wait, okay, we've got another one. And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. Basis? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all of the evidence you could possibly need.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence, you say? Does something like that really... Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble! Need your help!
I don't have time to play with you.
We're busy. Leave us alone.
I mean...
But it's an emergency! An emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! Okay.
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean...
But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened?
Well...
Something's wrong with Toko. Something's been wrong with Toko ever since we met her. She's acting super strange. I've seen stranger things. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, BYAKUYA?
Very strange.
This is Toko. I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on here with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat myself.
I was about to actually repeat what he said. But okay. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry up. Wait for us.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. Okay. So... Okay. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Okay, I'll just talk to you then, Hina. You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could just lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, to see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and she kept saying all of this weird stuff. Weird stuff, hey?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Totally wasn't trying to do that anyway. Can I do it now? I might as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Okay. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think that it's the same thing as bag? I mean, those two have a technically apparent bondship that only she feels, and nothing is actually from BYAKUYA's side. Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? A certain, apparent intelligent bloke, maybe. Hey, BYAKUYA, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean? Yeah, definitely not to ask her on a date.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. You seriously gonna talk to her, BYAKUYA? Wow. I guess you can be nice when you want to. BYAKUYA is standing in front of the door, not making a sound, and press the doorbell. After a few moments...
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're so annoying. BYAKUYA.
It's BYAKUYA.
Oh, is that how you pronounce it? BYAKUYA. I've been pronouncing it as BYAKUYA. I mean, it's not really a bad pronunciation, but BYAKUYA. I'm still gonna go for my pronunciation because it's cooler. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack ever have control again. That door slammed shut again. Even... Okay, now that I know that the pronunciation that I've been using is technically incorrect, it's gonna make me even more conscious about it. And I don't like that. But maybe I should give this pronunciation a try, maybe. I don't know, maybe I should service the proper way rather than just doing it my way because it sounds better. Even BYAKUYA, that still sounds weird. Couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Oh, hold on. Hey, BYAKUYA. What was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, okay. I'll just stay here and keep an eye on her, I guess.
Let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, BYAKUYA sped away. BYAKUYA! And I hurried to catch up. I guess that's the end of that then. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking on toward his destination. His feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. That's his favourite place, the library. Come on, let's go in. I do kind of like how he's guiding us around rather than us trying to find places ourselves. Because I was doing a lot of that in chapter 1 and it was a little bit tedious, but we got through it in the end. So I do kind of like how we're doing it this way. As much as I really don't like BYAKUYA. Okay, well, what do you have for us, BYAKUYA, then? Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library?
Don't make me repeat myself.
So I suppose just check on the books. There's no point in checking in there. We need to find real clues. Hey, look, that's a clue.
A clue.
Okay, what about this time? That's technically a clue, but okay, sure, why not? Okay, what about... Okay, you know what? Wait, we're in there? There are no clues there, we need to check elsewhere. You've been very helpful, BYAKUYA. You know that, right? What about the lamp? Knock it off. What does it... I'm investigating. Okay, just because you know absolutely every single thing that's going on here, which kind of makes me think that you're the killer, even though it's likely to be like one of the women. Stop getting on my back. Let me investigate by myself, eh? What about the doors then? If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up. So now we can go inside, and you blocked me from going inside beforehand, so... Okay. Oh, here?
Let's go.
It all makes sense once you're inside. Well, here's the thing, I would not know about this if you didn't block my entry. Whoa, there's so many books and files. So much dust too.
So in other words...
I would say there's enough value in this place to enjoy the dust. Okay, well, check the books then. So many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all of these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. Come. You mean like Members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power, the Secret Council, controlling everything from the shadows. Secret Council. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Okay, what about over here then? Chef is stuff with type of files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Ah, you have a sharp eye indeed for to select that file. Huh?
That's right.
That's a report on a presidential assassination. Really reminds me of that attempt for Trump. The original is kept at the National Library. You won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I return the file to the behind him? Okay. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to... Okay. Those are internal documents, for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing that you'd expect to leak. Oh. So what... So you're telling me to be in here and... We're investigating. I'm investigating because you're doing fuck all, or maybe you know absolutely everything, just like I said, and I'm left here investigating, and you're giving me direction to not investigate. What about this?
That's right.
Okay, so this is just the same thing. What about the lamp? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw BYAKUYA using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Wait, was there anything else? Oh wait! Okay, hang on a moment. So, I thought it was pointing at the ladder thing. I didn't realize that there was like a literal thing right here. That's... Okay, well we found that now. There's a wooden box, and it's empty. With the judgment by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very, very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? A little bit too much information for me personally, but for you, I suppose, yeah, I can see why. This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance. That's
your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. No, it's not that. It's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all of this together? I suppose it goes to show just how much Pokes hopes Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. Okay. It's no use, I can't keep up with all of this, it's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What?
What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you, man? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on a second, you're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all of this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. I just thought, secret council... That's their way of saying the Illuminati, right? My family is a member of that council. Good to know. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my... Oh my fucking god. There is no shortage of eviling behind you, is there? But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. Fucking hell, oh my god. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. BYAKUYA is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. It would be a true plot twist if, like, his like relative was actually the mastermind behind all of this. That would be truly twisting. And what always interested me the most were the old cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favourites is the Genocide Jack case. Of course. As he talked, BYAKUYA grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allowing me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, only the ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and the other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That is the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
the culprit isn't the copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Okay.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer, really walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? Sort of. I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down to your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. And apparently people said that this chapter is like one of their favorites. Personally, I can't see it myself. I mean, I respect their opinion on it. I personally can't really see it myself right now. But okay, so do I have to like speak to you again? BYAKUYA, about that Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Murder cases of Genocide Jack. Handed me the file and I flipped through with tens of fingers. Suddenly my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Okay, so Ken Harada murder took place in the parking lot of victim's apartment complex. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. As with the other cases at the scene of the crime, the word bloodlust. The scissors used in the murder were apparently custom made, with every pair left at each murder scene. So, damn, you can even see the scissors going through the arms and, oh my god, through the head, and also through the, oh my bloody god. I wonder if there's like a scissors in this current case. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda. Yeah. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust. Now take a look at the next page and you will find another interesting tidbit. Next page. Providing results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays, at night, or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the Why do I get the feeling that the killer might be Toko? I don't know why, but I'm getting that feeling. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behaviour suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from which is why I do think that it might be Toko. I mean, if it was a man murdering, I don't think it would be any one of us, so I think it was Toko. Okay, my only force of reasoning is because she's acting a little strange right now. But that could just be like a side effect of like seeing blood and all that stuff. But I don't know. Toko just seems the type. We'll see. Anyway, the key point here is that the culprit may as well have a split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. Some part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. Okay.
Let's go.
We should get going. Where are we going? Anyway, but here, we've finished our business here, haven't we? Wait, back with... As usual, he left without another word, hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Wait, just does all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time to play with you.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the entire time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
He was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Murderous fiend is one of us, but who is it? I have to find out who, no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I mean, I tried going into the boys' locker room, but then again, BYAKUYA fucking wouldn't let me. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. My goodness, I gotta admit, that was quite a lot of information, like government, staff secret council. That was a lot. Okay, so Hirofumi is in here, but first of all, let's just go back into the girls' locker room. And I guess we have a look at the crime scene. So yeah, they're still here, which is good. Do we get anything else about this? Blood stained poster. Blood is most noteworthy part, but the big breast. Okay, I know there's a description, but the way it's just worded is just the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. A girl's locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find. That's your takeaway from this? Not the blood on it? And, I mean, okay, yes, there's a blood well, then again, you think there would be a blood splatter, but it looks like it was another piece of writing, like it's a symbol. But still, that's your takeaway from this? Okay. Let's take a look at this again. So it's written on the wall, just like in those other cases, yeah. Every crime scene, yep. Okay, so what about the bloodstain here? Bloodstain could only have been, yep. Okay, so what about this one? Big bloodstain on the dumbbell. Said that the fatal injury was caused by a blow to the head. Murder weapon. Okay. Look at the body again. Okay, for the life. Okay, dead body. Chira's dead body. Okay, let's talk to Kroger, because I think she's got more investigative abilities than I do. Hey Kroger, have you made any progress on your investigation?
Indeed.
Genuinely speaking.
However...
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
Well...
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But...
So then...
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. We should examine one... Girl? I literally just fucking done that. I literally just fucking done that. But I suppose the game's gonna allow me to get something else from it, right? Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine where its whereabouts. Wouldn't her handbook be with the other dead people?
Goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Carter turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. Handbook is missing. Definitely worth worrying about. I mean, I agree, but okay. Let's take another look then. I should examine the body one more time. Well, not just thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Jiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up, kind of like a crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all? But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. Obviously. That's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them again after looking through the genocide Jack file, there's something not quite right. What does this all mean? Wait, you're talking about something not quite right, but wait, is it because you're not able to explain or pinpoint what you find that's not quite right and that's why you're not explaining it? Because I'm a bit confused on what you're thinking in this scenario. Well, the only thing most likely to tie all of these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over. Plus it might help me to look at the case file one more time. One more place. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit confused about the whole one more place. But, well, first of all, we need to find the e-handbook though. I'm sure there must be still... Oh, you mean the boys' locker room, right? Yeah, okay. So we've not been in here. Or have we? No, I'm pretty sure we haven't. Oh, no, we've always been in here. I'm dumb. With who? Did I have a look at this? Ah, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm looking at a blend of this game and Your Time to Die. Especially the guy at the bottom. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit. What's so strange about that? Could the posters have been... Of course! Because we've always been going into the boys' locker room. Because, you know, we're a boy, obviously. And... It was... Well, it was it was very peculiar to have a poster like that in this room. Because I suppose, you know, the boys like to look at it. But when seeing the poster in the girls' room, I don't know, it also made sense because it's like the girls have something to look up to. So it makes sense to have it in both rooms. But yeah, it totally was switched up. But if they were, why? What reason would everyone have? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Monokuma, right? Well, first of all, let's just go into this room. Has anything happened in here? Oh yeah, I forgot how big this was. Wait. What about over here then? Maybe there's some kind of clue in these lockers. Oh, okay, guess not. Damn. What about this thing? Oh yeah, okay, nothing there. I think there might be still... Strange stain. What is it? Right. Is that everything? I think that, yeah, okay, that is everything. Although there seems to be something in here. Let me guess, I have to talk to Hifumi, right? Hifumi has discovered the evidence revealing the identity of the culprit.
I feel as if...
Another such has increased for me. Evidence? What did you find? I can't reveal that just yet.
That's it. I'm sure of it.
But I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile. Who? Really? What did she say?
Well, it would seem...
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? I suppose. Okay, so where it... Oh, of course it's Celeste. Where by the door. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. She was there, but at the same time not there. What's it gonna be? Okay. So wait, can we look at this? Is that a real gun? Why is that something like that here? It's dangerous. It also has nothing to do with... Okay, fine. What about this? A bunch of different pool related. Don't seem to be any... Okay. Well... What else can I... What about the life thing here? Nothing is floating that holds any clues. Then there's nothing else, right? Oh, look at this, of course. Boys locker room card reader, but the door's unlocked now. So it's kind of pointless. Okay, so what about this one? Girls locker room, but the door's unlocked now. Camera? Spanish camera. Mastermind have been watching. I know what happened. They're still forcing us to go through this. Why can't I exit? I seriously hate it when the game just forces you to stay in one location because you haven't investigated absolutely every single thing. So you know what, I'm going to just take a little bit of a break and we'll get back to this soon. Alright everyone, I'm back from my break and we are now in the last hour of the recording and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so obviously, because we don't have this sort of exit thing at the bottom, we can't exit, but... Okay, do we have to like talk to Hifumi again? Okay, so let's just go back into the girls' room then. She's not going to be in here, is she? No. Okay. So, like, do I need to like... Okay, we can exit in here. I suppose, wait, should I just try to talk to Mondo then? Did I already talk to him? I can't remember. Oh yeah, we did already talk to him. And I'm assuming that I already talked to Sakura, right? Spending a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right Sakura?
Of course.
I've used it nearly every day since I opened it up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something then. Do you think the posters in the boys and girls locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
I can't really say anything. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see.
However...
But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Protein coffee, huh? We have protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not of the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. So not only did the carpet get changed, but the poster as well? A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly, and I noticed it earlier, the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, it isn't it usually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain. So, either she mistaken the room she was in and made the stain on the carpet in the other room, or for some weird and strange reason the carpet also got changed as well as the poster. Not sure why that would make any sense, but that has some sense to it. And now the question is, am I able to, like, leave? Like, can I leave this room? Please. I can. Yes, okay, so I had a feeling, like, I checked every single thing in this room and there was nothing else. Like, it wouldn't make sense for the thing to not appear if I couldn't check anything else. So, okay. So, warehouse. Why am I walking along here? The warehouse is downstairs. Oh, hi there, Tucker. Hope you're doing alright. Okay, so here we have the warehouse. Now, will Celeste be in here? That's the question. Okay, so she was in here after all then, okay. Celeste, what are you doing in here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case though?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I mean, we are in an investigative period, so yeah. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might just misdirect you, but I see it was for someone who claims to be smart because you see yourself in BYAKUYA a lot. You weren't very smart. Then did you find something? Very well, I will tell you. And that's gonna bode well. That's gonna bode well.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. Okay. What? Really?
indeed.
This was right before night time. Right before.
What are you doing out this late?
And there's lovely music as well.
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
In a hurry, huh? She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly into the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. Which kind of suggests that Monokuma killed her, because as Monokuma has stated that if you go against the rules, you'll be punished. I don't know if it's punished by Monokuma himself or just punished overall. But Monokuma has also sort of... Wait, has he he did confirm that it was one of us, right? And it wasn't, like, him. I can't remember. You get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late last night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. Even though she could have had help from Hina, but then again, she would have been asleep anyway. But the strange thing is, there's no trace of the body trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. So either that evidence was moved elsewhere, or Celeste's memory is maybe a little bit hazy, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it. Yeah. Okay, well we have that at least. The question is, should I just go over to buy, I did mention how there was like another room to go. Oh, wait, transcript. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all of these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit to look over it. Plus, it might help. Certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Are you talking about the archive in the library, or...? Okay, so BYAKUYA is not actually here this time, so... It's a document about Secret Council. I mean, BYAKUYA is not here, so what difference does it really make? Let's take another look at the... I know it was around here somewhere. Huh. It's gone? Did someone take it out of the archive? Is there anyone who would do something like that? Can't think of anyone but BYAKUYA. Wait, what about this one though? When the box was empty, the extension cord wasn't there before. The report on potential assassination is really intriguing, but if it means I become a target? Nope, I'll leave where it is. How will you become a target? You're reading a book. Unless, like, I mean, of course, like, the cameras may depict, like, some spying activity, but... Okay, could you imagine if, like, BYAKUYA just decided to pop up in here? Okay, so wait, we can... Wait... There's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Guess not. But what about the extension cord here? Okay, lamp. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see, it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But last time I saw it, it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Random sound there. Oh, that's right, BYAKUYA was using an extension cord. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if... I love how much evidence we're getting, man. It would really be nice if we would be able to actually look at the cameras, if we had a place to like look over the footage. That would really be nice. So the question now is, so okay, I'm guessing that the place that I needed to revisit was the archives to like have a look at the files, but now that they're gone... Actually, is there anyone going to be in here? I don't think there's going to be anyone in here, but... Nah. Actually, no, I'm going to talk to you for a little bit. Are you going to have anything for me?
How unfortunate.
Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Interesting. Interesting how Chihiro talks about not being strong enough, and now you're talking about that. Interesting. Now the only thing I can think of is to just try to talk to... Would Kyoko be in her room? I want to talk to BYAKUYA first though, so whereabouts is BYAKUYA? BYAKUYA. This is BYAKUYA's room. I doubt that there's any clues here. Well, alright then. This is Kyoko's room, I doubt. Well, let's check in the trash room again. Not that there's going to be anything of useful use in here, but yeah. Oh, would you look at this? I just pressed tab and I didn't even know you could do that. Also, yeah, why is this locked up? This goes to floor 2. Why is this? Okay, well, wait, was it? How did you get the actual map up? Oh, that's not okay. Map. Okay, and I don't know why I didn't realize this, but like you can actually press Q and E to switch between maps. I didn't go. Wait, what the fuck do you mean? Go. Go. You can literally just teleport your... What? So, all of this time, you could literally just... No. Okay, so wait. Wait, why are you... That's... Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go back into the boys' locker room. Take a look at that stain now that we've spoken to Sakura about it. So, let's take a look at it. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? You already know what it is. You spoke to Sakura. Oh wait, hang on a minute. We still need to find her ebook, right? Would it be in here? Mailbox and inside. Junko, Leon and Sakazumi handbooks. Looks like the handbooks of are brought here. Rule says, lending your handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only lending it against the rules. In other words, there's no problem with borrowing one. And it looks like Leon's handbook refuses to turn on. But according to Monica, it shouldn't be broken. Is this really unrelated to the case? Either way, something about Sister Paul's. But okay, so where is her handbook then? I haven't got this guy to talk to.
Huh? Oh, hey Makoto.
What's up? I haven't been up to anything myself, that's for sure. Definitely haven't looked inside that mailbox. Sounds a little sus, mate. Hina, you're here. Okay. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before. She won't come out, and she just keeps going on and on and on and mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her there? My head was all, swimming, and I was getting pretty hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating?
Huh?
A donut, of course. Of course. This is it. What happened there? There's two things I'm sure God created: outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret. Aww, I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with?
Well...
That's a good question, actually. Because obviously, she would have spent time with me if I hadn't chosen Kyoko. So yeah. Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with other girls much. Yeah, it makes sense she's a little bit of an introvert, like me, to be fair. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. I mean, to be fair, you guys do seem a lot more outgoing. So, yeah, it makes sense. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she was refused. Oh wait, yes. And here's me thinking that Chihiro would bring Hina along. But no, Hina did volunteer to help. But I guess Chihiro just refused. Because, I don't know, she wanted to try and do it herself, I guess. Yeah, but it's true. And it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? That is so interesting because it's usually you're more comfortable with your own rather than the opposite side. That is so interesting. Oh wait, maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Huh. Wait, was this the last straw? I think I actually found like the last straw, right?
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Oh.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial!
Right.
You remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Well, I've actually been advised to allow about 2.5 hours to 3 hours for the class trials, so I'm going to actually end off the video here. I was gonna do like 1 more hour, but I was thinking I don't think we have that much longer to the class trial. And the class trial is going to take a very long time anyway. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time for the very, very long class trial. See you then.